it's not only a question of survival. We're not just wanting to help people to survive. We're in on education, and we want to give a quality education to people to stop corruption and all those kind of things. But what is a big problem is water, because water not only means water to drink and to the cooking, the food and everything for the crops, it also means electricity, which we need in an education establishment that you're trying to give a quality education to the ordinary people. We're not for the upper classes. And we're held back because we're continually having to pay out for electricity, which is very expensive here in Kenya for the institution to function at all. We've got now 250 odd girls here. The fathers have more boys there. 300, 400 now. Ours is growing also into a double stream, but we're only at the third form now. So in order to give education at all and to help the people to help themselves in the future, we need a bit of help now in order to be able to cover all our costs. If this water project goes ahead and quickly, and as Father says, it's something which will last for years and years and years. It'll go on, and it'll go on increasing, because it'll spread all over Kenya in the end. If this comes along, it would save us so much money in electricity, because we're forever having to pump water from the river. Luckily, the river is a flowing one. We have to keep pumping water, which means the pump runs by electricity, which costs. We run out of electricity, and we're in the dark. What on earth do you do by candlelight with all those young people? You know, everything is affected, the whole of the life of an institute. So I believe that in the UK we do care about education and see that as the only way of improving the world. In the UK, I know from talking to people when I go home that they do care about education as being perhaps the only means of helping people to help themselves. And if we talk a lot about, you know, Africa and other places being too dependent on Europe and so on, and the States, and it's been true perhaps a bit in the past, but why are they dependent? Because they don't have help in order to get independent. I don't see this problem only as one of survival at the moment either. I see a much wider vision that if we can give a more quality education because we're helped, the money that we would save on electricity, on bringing water to our place, would help us to be able to offer even more in the way of a quality education. I see a much wider vision for all this, and I think this water project is offering a great solution for our area, and it would spread. It would spread in Kenya. Jed, your words now, and when you first came here to Embu, really you gave me, and I know all of us here, great hope.
Yes.
And I didn't just keep that hope for myself. I said, I saw what you're saying. This turbine, it'll become something so common here, and it will help everybody.
Yes.
And there will be progress. And I'd like to thank you and all your friends who have really created this, and you're so enthusiastic about it. And I think it's a terrible shame that you have to work so hard in order to get a bit of preliminary fund, that you get that help. I know the ordinary people are ready to give it, but I know that it takes a long while for pennies to become pounds and pounds to become hundreds and thousands. So we need the help of some big people. And I think they have to look into their hearts and see what they've got and what we haven't got. And if they really want the good of our world, and you know, it's a world that's in a bit of a chaotic situation at the moment, but if they really want the good, they can do something. And if they get this project going, it'll be something that doesn't just benefit Kitwe and Embu, it'll be Kenya. And many parts of Kenya, Turkana, these parts where they've got no water, and they're digging in the sand to try and find some. You know, there are tremendous possibilities in this, and all for a few pounds it would be neglected. I think that would be a terrible pity.